everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Laurie from Quick Scrap Craft. Thanks for joining me today for another scrapbook process video. So this video is me doing my take on the Day 2 July sketch over in the Paper Issues Friends and Fans Facebook group. Originally I had pulled all of these papers for this photo because I wanted to do it for the Challenge Yourself family theme that's going on this month. And then when I sat down to work on it, I went, wait a second, this photo doesn't have a picture of me. I'm not in the photo. It's a picture of my husband and daughter, which is perfect for the family theme, but I'm not in it, and that defeats the purpose of the Challenge Yourself challenge, which is to have a picture of you somewhere on the layout. So I set all this stuff aside. Obviously, if you are a subscriber to the channel, you've already seen the Challenge Yourself process video that went live at the beginning of the month. So you know what I ended up doing for that challenge. And if you haven't seen that video, maybe I'll try to have that linked below. And also, if you haven't seen it, maybe that means that you're not subscribed, and maybe you want to consider hitting that subscribe button so you never miss out on when I post new process videos. So for this one, like I said, I already had like the idea of what I wanted to do. So I'm using that hashtag punch, which is something that does not get used very often in my scrap room. And I wanted to make the title be #1 Fam, because this is a photo of my husband and daughter at a 76ers basketball game. And my daughter got a foam finger from the gift store. So she was holding that up, and you can't really see their faces that well, but just because of the lighting going on in the arena. That's actually probably, and I write this in the journaling, this is actually probably where we caught COVID. So, you know, good times, even though we were wearing masks. Anyway, so I wanted to kind of play up that sort of, team spirit vibe. So that's why I wanted the title to be #1 Fam. So the hashtag is going to be, the number sign. And then I had this cool confetti background paper that I really liked, but I felt like it needed a little bit of a boost with some pink, I think Doodlebug, a Petite Prince paper that I had in my stash. So that really kind of like gives it a nice frame and really makes like the white of the confetti background pop a little bit more, I think. So the paper issue sketch had sort of like these squares sort of out in a fan shape. So that's what I tried to recreate here with the different papers that I pulled to go along with this photo. I think I cut them down to 6 by 6. So even if you don't have, 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11 inch paper that you can cut down, if you have a 6 by 6 paper pad or even an 8 by 8 paper pad, you could easily recreate this design. Just, peel out the sheets that you want and fan them out and stick them down. So I've got two, well, the blue in the center is really the solid color. The pink is sort of like a watercolory, has a watercolory vibe to it. And then the sort of teal one has these gold, like, I think rainbows, clouds, and stuff on them. Again, none of this has to do with basketball or a sport, but I thought that because there was such a blue tint to the photo, I thought I would pick things that maybe had a little bit of blue in them, and that just kind of went together. And then in terms of the alpha stickers that I've got going on there, the #1 is from a very old October Afternoon alpha sticker sheet. I have had that in my stash for like 10 years probably. I so miss October Afternoon. And then the Fam was the alpha stickers that I pulled from my June Best of Both Worlds kit. And they have sort of a shimmery feel to them, which I liked, especially given that I've got the shimmery elements on that teal patterned paper. So #1 Fam is down, and I also have to say that hashtag punch, that's something that I picked up at Michael's on the clearance rack many years ago. And, if I don't know if they really still do this because I haven't looked, but if you're in a Michael's and you like kind of walk past the end caps, that's usually where they keep a lot of the clearance stuff. And you can find some pretty interesting things there sometimes. Especially if you're like on a budget or you're just looking to experiment. I saw that and I was like, okay, I'll pick it up because you don't really get a whole lot of, I actually need an ampersand punch. That's what I need. Or like the @ sign punch. I wish they had those on clearance, but they didn't. So anyway, I'm just giving you a little tip. Sometimes Michael's has things on clearance that are really interesting and can be useful. So I wanted to incorporate some of these white tags because they were also part of my June Best of Both Worlds kit, and I didn't have a whole lot of embellishments that I felt were like a really good fit for this. So I decided I was going to add those white tags, but because they're just plain white, that's kind of boring. So I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media on these tags, and you've seen me and other process videos going on this month use these white tags in different ways. I actually have another way that I want to use the white tags, but it requires cutting photos down to a really small size. Right now I'm writing on that Dina Wakely blue spray. I love that color and it's perfect for the pattern papers that I chose. However, it is clogged and it no longer sprays. So I just wrote on there, no spray. I could have just written the word clogged. That would have been a lot easier. But that's just to remind me that before I get really excited about using it and spraying it, it's not going to spray. So I need to either use it for splatters or figure out something else. So I've actually got the Dina Wakely is a blue color, and then I've got two Tim Holtz Distress Oxide colors. Can't for the life of me remember which ones that I chose. I think one of them, the pink one, might have been Kitsch Flamingo. I have no idea what the green one was. So obviously I had to come back the next day because I needed to let the mixed media dry, which is always kind of a pain when you do mixed media sometimes, but I really wanted to make sure that was nice and dry before I started working with them, and I'm just adding some kind of a yellow and white twine that I got from the Dollar Tree, and it was a pack of 3 twine colors. Still using them, still on my desk space to remind me that I have the twine. So I'm just adding the yellow one because there's a little bit of yellow with the hashtag, and then in some of the confetti paper there's a little bit of yellow there too. I was struggling before I did the mixed media to figure out where to place these tags because I really like the layered look that I've got going on right here on the at the top there where both of them are layered. I felt like putting 3 there together would have just been, I don't know, like too much. It would have kind of messed things up. And then I also didn't really like the way that it was looking sticking out from the bottom there. I like the idea of that, but it just didn't, against that confetti paper, it seemed to be getting lost. And I will end up inking the edges of all of these, which, maybe would have helped if I had decided to stick to bringing the tag down from the bottom like that. But instead, I've decided that, you know what, I'm going to cut it in half and make it look like it's sort of like a banner strip going all the way across the back. And that's what I'm going to stick to for this. Obviously, if you are trying to recreate the design of this layout, you could do something totally different. You don't even have to use tags. You could just, do whatever. You could make little banner strips out of pattern paper. That would actually be really cute too, especially if you brought the banner, if you layered 2 where I'm layering the tags, but then brought them all the way down to the bottom underneath the photo. That would be really, really cute too. So see, I'm giving myself some ideas for how I can redo this for a different layout in a different way. Ooh, kind of like what I do with one sketch 4 ways that I haven't done in a while, but I need to do that. So maybe this could be this sketch could be a contender. I don't know. We'll have to see. Or I'll pick another of the paper issue sketches. They've got a sketch for every day of the month this month going on, and a lot of them are created by people on the design team, but also just people in the Facebook group. They put a call out and said, "Hey, if you want to design a sketch for us, just submit it. It's going to be this special July sketch month." So I think that's really cool that so many participants of the Facebook group submitted sketches. So you're going to get a lot of really cool things, and maybe you'll see some sketches from people that you've never seen sketches from before. So definitely check that out. I'll try to have that Facebook group linked below if you're not a member of it already. Now I just need to start building out a little bit of some embellishments. So I put 2 stickers down. One's kind of a dimensional sticker. One was a flat banner sticker. Putting those down there on the right-hand side. And then I want to put a few things underneath the title. These are all the pieces that were from my June Best of Both Worlds kit. And again, they don't really fit a sports theme, but I'm trying to make them work as best as I can. Those like triangle circle pieces are really, really cool, and they're kind of my enamel dots, for this kit. So I like using those in that way. Just adding another sticker up there at the top. Pretty sure this layout is almost over. I will be doing a little bit of journaling, just where I, explain what this photo is, and we had a good time, except for then the following, like a week later, or less than a week later, I guess, we were all in quarantine. So anywho, I hope that this video was inspiring to you and that you are staying safe and not sick right now. And if you have any questions about the products that I used, any technique that I did, leave that down in the comments below or just say hi. I love reading your comments and responding to all of them. It means a lot that you have come to my channel and you're watching this video all the way to the end. Here are the close-ups. You can see a little bit more of the details that are going on in this layout. And I hope that you come back next week for another Tuesday scrapbook process video and anything else that I've got going on this month. Bye!